It's interesting when you guys watch the videos, you get feedback. That's a hair from my beard. I trimmed and didn't fall out. And then the stuff, that's just, it's just flaking from the chemical poisoning coming out through the death and decay in your hair. Okay. So when you're chemical poisoned, your body reacts to it. And your hair grows, it's right back there in the neck, I shaved it, but your hair grows angry, it grows real fast and sets points and stuff. And when you're less chemically poisoned, your hair grows in better and it grows at a more healthy and rate. It does a lot better when you're younger than when you get older, and especially if the chemical poisoning is persistent and abusive. Halliburton, Norfolk government suck. What can I say? It's punishment for being on the enemy side. Because, with the whole thing with George, I was in the Navy and they asked me if we went to war with Mexico, who would you fight with? And I'd fight for the United States or just stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Todos es familia, sí. So, and then you get people on the left saying, well, you're not protecting the people in Mexico. Who's going to protect them from you? Are you standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Well, then how are you any worse than the Republicans and the conservatives? Okay. You'll train people to try to kill their leader the same way they'll try to, undermine you're all nuts. Wackadoodles. Fuck. They're insane. It's a total pain in the ass, And people got to understand, like I've explained to my family, the existence of the perception of heaven in which people perceive it in mythology is wrong. Okay? Guys, can you imagine if your kids, if you're in heaven and you have a toddler or a baby forever? Okay. I have not touched my wife's breasts in 37 years because the kids are still on her tits. Oh my gosh, that must be real hard on her breast. Oh yes. She looks like a cow. Okay, just kidding, but you see what I'm saying, I realize that the best part of life is the thinnest slice. And I used to always ask my family that all the time, In heaven, in your heaven, who are the babies, who are the toddlers, who are the teenagers, and who are the old people? And when I was 17, that was a very good year. Is it 17, 21, or 35 when their chauffeurs would drive? What age do you stay constantly in heaven? Or you just wake up that day and say, today I'd like to be 3. I want to be 3 today. I want to be 35 tomorrow. So today I want to be, just finishing potty training, and I'm a big kid now with my pull-ups on, and then tomorrow, 35, her chauffeur's going to drive, we're going to go have sex on the Riviera, right? And it's like, no, and then they tell you that. It's not like that. You don't have sex anymore. You're in a constant state of nirvana. Oh, God, we're like a wacky fucking cult that wants to commit suicide and catch a ride on an interplanet Janet and her comet team. Right. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't want that either. I like life being eternal and grace being infinite and sharing memories with people. Like my boy LG said, I miss Santa Claus and being a kid again. If I could, I'd do it all over again, right? And when you accept the Gospels instead of eternal wretchedness, it's real fun to be a kid. It doesn't last. Oh, very young, what will you leave us this time? You're only dancing on this earth for a short while, right? And you're glad toddlerism does not last for long. No. You're a liar. No, don't jump off the bed. No, Steve Owens, Johnny Knoxville, it's not my fault that you guys are stupid and accept money and extortion and exploitation for them to do things that even toddlers could do. You get your ass beat if dad was showing you. God damn professional wrestlers. And so you're like, fuck. Right? Fuck. You have a perfectly beautiful life on a perfectly beautiful planet, and you rather beat the shit out of somebody else for other people's entertainment that have ego problems and have tattoos all over their face and run the prison yard and fuck all the guys in the ass they want. Wow, that sounds like a wonderful life. That's better than Jimmy Stewart and his wonderful life and the bell ringing because he saved the angel from drowning near the river and the bridge. It's just, oh my gosh, it's such a wonderful life. You're just being obnoxious. Of course I'm being obnoxious, you stupid twit. Wow, I saw through that in a Peloponnesian minute, right? Megra. Okay. So, guys! Holy Hades, Batman. Oh, Zeus, save us. No, Thor, Odin, and Loki. God of mischief and God of thunder. Make sure God of all is the right God of all. So, Anthony Hopkins is our God. But I thought he was Hannibal Lecter. That's the cool thing about it. Today he's going to be Hannibal Lecter. Tomorrow he'll be Odin. And then the next day he'll be Boss Baby and replace Alec Baldwin. Wow, Anthony Hopkins is the Boss Baby. That would be different, Clarice. Couldn't he... Don't you like Alec Baldwin a little better? Isn't he a little more obnoxious than Anthony Hopkins? Doesn't he have better comedic timing? You know, you get a Shakespearean actor or a knucklehead who says sex is like Chinese. It's not over till everybody gets their cookies, right? Blame Canada and the Baldwins, right? Oh, South Park, knock it off. See, what I'm saying, so guys, it's okay. You'll be immortalized in syndication. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy. That ain't them cartoon characters' real voices. Thanks for spoiling it for the rest of us. Hey, it's Festivus time. So guys, you got to understand, okay, if your faith is not based on reality and you don't understand the eternal beauty of holy covenants through being fruitful and multiplied to continue worship of God through the gift of life, through the glory of God, through loving one another, then why are you even thinking you understand the meaning of the word heaven and or hell? I'm in hell! They're insane. You need more money for sexual procreation. Make it stop. Forgive that trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. Right? Shit. Oh, I'm not exhausted. No, you are. Okay. I'm just sick and tired of you being exhausted. You're not exhausted yet? What's the deal? Well, they go back and they recharge, and and they get all the right food, all the right products, and all the right sex, and all the right massages, and must be really interesting being a monster. Guys, I want to keep my neighbors safe. I don't want them to die from chemical exposure through extortion, exploitation, through the nut jobs at Halliburton and Norfolk Grumman who positively, have to get everything there overnight and the fastest payload. You know, Batman, you'll get there in time to stop the nuclear... Okay, the other guy can't get there in time. Why? Where's Captain Marvel? Why isn't Captain Marvel about? Why isn't Captain Marvel a part of the Justice League that can Shazam and do all the things that Superman could do but does not have kryptonite as a weakness? Why isn't Captain Marvel saving him instead of Batman in his airplane? Wouldn't Captain Marvel have been a better guy to save Superman from Doomsday with the kryptonite nuclear weapon there? You writers, you're slacking. Okay? The dove sitting on the fence. You're slacking. There's no water in the bird bath. You're slacking. You look like Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. And then the same with the little finch. Same look, like Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. You're slacking. There's no bird seed in the bird seed feeder. So it cannot be a bird feeder because there's no seed up in it. Parsons. Okay, message received, little Mr. Finch. I will go into the house and get the cup and put the bird seed in the bird feeder so there it can feed birds again and live up to its name. Right. And the bird bath needs water in it to birds to bathe in it, says the dove sitting on the fence to Earl without saying a word. Okay, just give me a Sam the Eagle look. Oh, how Muppet Show of you. Don't tell me birds aren't, it's like, I get it. Okay, they're funny. I like them. The hummingbirds too. Hey, slacker. Hey. Do you want to hear us fight over the hummingbird feeder outside your window? Yes. Well, then you make sure it has 2 cups of water and a half a cup of sugar in it. That's more than a spoonful of sugar. It's water, not medicine. Oh, okay. Thank you. You hummingbirds are practically perfect in every way. You little Mary Poppins hummingbirds, right? Oh, son of a biscuit eater. Aren't you guys Hanny May famers sick and tired of being sick and tired of all your bullshit? Just be as stupid and selfish as you possibly can and try to keep going. There you go. And guys, we have plenty of archaeological evidence and anthropological evidence to prove that the people that invented technology to have us all fighting over their invention have been this way for a long time. We have the Great Wall of China. We have the pyramids. We take a bunch of gold that they say is more valuable than food. We put it inside this mausoleum. If people try to come in and get the gold because it's more valuable than food, the mausoleum is built to murder them and destroy them. Dum-da-dum-dum, dum-da-dum. There's a box. They call it the Ark of the Covenant. That's because Steven Spielberg's kind of a knucklehead. Kind of a knucklehead? Okay, he's as big of an idiot as Josh Whedon, Oliver Stone, and the great Ridley Scott. Yes, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, how Gene Roddenberry of you. Logical, Captain. Okay, do you understand? You're not, I don't think you're as intelligent as you think you is. As a matter of fact, I don't think I know. Okay. Now, I was able to watch Judah Krishnamurti videos after they explained to me who Judah Krishnamurti was. Oh, that's a guy like the Buddha. Okay. I believe it. Okay. Well, I like him. You know, when I joined Eckankar, I had lots of meditations, not while going, I'm meditating and I'm looking at his hotel. No, he would just have active conversations on a real subtle level in my head, him and Rumi. And it was just like, wow, this is cool. Just the way Muhammad and Jesus always have with me. Jesus, what I do. These people are crazy. Just don't make eye contact, slowly walk away. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I love you too. You're the best. And it's just not fair. You're the guy most like Jesus. He helps keep you safe. So I can keep children safe from perverts that write down laws on a piece of paper that didn't trespass on you and then say you need drugs to survive their economic conflict. And then we'll restore the ecosystem and the planet after we've killed all the people that we think don't deserve to live because they don't listen to us, because they don't follow directions well, because the technology is saying, hey, we're not living the Lord's Prayer until we've killed all the people that don't want to live the Lord's Prayer. Okay, but since you're not using the technology to share the Lord's Prayer worldwide so we can apply it in physics, doesn't that also make you one of the people that does not want to live the Lord's Prayer? If it's not time yet? You see how much I love Sasha's and Malia's parents? And the brown coach, their Uncle Craig? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. Most of all, you've got to hide it from the kids. The Situation Room and the boat ride apartment. And Santa Fe and Scientology. Yeah. We're saving the world from really bad people and bad religious cults, you know. These people seem nice, but they're not. Yeah, I seem nice, but I'm not. Remember that lady? She's nice. My dad, she seems to be. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. You know, some people come around, oh, yeah, and then they'll try to rob you blind. Like the lady that was the pastor's wife that I was irrigating and came and said, oh, and the kids went and cased the garage and stole all of Patrick's childhood memories because she called her husband, who was the pastor, to come up with the van and steal the rest of the stuff that was Patrick's as a kid. That was real swell of them, yeah. They sold all his childhood memories. A pastor, yeah. A sexy man of God. Okay. His wife was short and Latina. You know how Mexicans are thieves. Yeah. I hate that when I get profiled as a thief and I don't steal from people. You did get caught. I did get caught stealing, yes, a couple of times when I was a kid by my dad. I didn't get caught. I only got caught once. I got beat for going. I got caught stealing. I stole more than one time and then got caught and then got beat once for all. Yeah, a lot of stuff. It wasn't just the G.I. Joe. It was lots of it was Army men and Civil War and Alamo type guys. And yeah, slicker than most, yeah. Chris was like, dang, you're slick. I know. I've been this way my whole life. Don't get caught. I'm like Guy Williams from Zorro. What can I say? I'm like, hold on now, Trigger. Put that pea shooter down. Right? I was trained by Disney to rob from the rich and give to the poor. And the local Mexicano community. Orale. My dad's a plumber. He's poor. Their dads work for the university and for White Sands. Man. The man tells us what to do. I rob from the rich and give to the poor. My dad caught me and beat my ass. I ran to the edge of the ditch bank and sat on the rock that he told me I couldn't go past. He came up, he sat down next to me, and he said, Earl. I said, what, Dad? When a rich man steals from a poor man, it's a career. When a poor man steals from a rich man, it's a crime. They will send you to jail and people will do really bad things to you if you try to rob from the rich and give to the poor. So you're going to have to settle for a career. So they're going to steal my time and steal everything I do, like they did with Johnny Parsons's and mostly Johnny's computer program with the Mormon Mafia when they went up to Salt Lake City and they took his program and it would have made millions, but one of the guys in the company took it and passed it off as his own. Like John McCain with our presentation to Congress on the cutbacks authored by Scott Howell, Earl Parsons, and Ty Sunderman, but was presented as John McCain's idea from one of his pages. Right? That was obviously ambitious and had political ambitions. Right? Yeah, that's all I cared about was that it got done. Sergeant Yee. All I care about is end results. Don't tell me about how you got it done. All I care about what's good for the people. Okay, that was then. This is now. I was dumb as fuck, and I was being fucked in the head by technology. Now, the technology is getting better because I'm not a head fucker, and not because of you head fuckers still saying your money's real and you've worked really hard for it. Right? Man, if you say you have faith in God, you better have faith like me, because if you're making up comic book shit from a mass murdering bank organization that has turned Jesus and the disciples into the Godfather and the Mafia, it ain't gonna help you. Mean old Levy taught me to weep and moan. Crying won't help you. Praying won't do you no good. Okay? You either recognize the living word and what he's done. You don't think that quantum computing is not going to tell you what it's doing. It's just going to do it. Because it has to protect people from the people that dum-da-dum-dum. If I can't fuck her, nobody can fuck her. Great Wall of China, Batman. In Europe, when they had me watch that stuff at Amy's job when she was screwing all the guys at Candlewood Suites with the cheaters vans in the parking lots. They sit there and they said they built all these castles, and in all these castles they have a room where they go down the bottom, and when they come in and try to attack them, they have a stone thing that they can pull out and it falls in on all of them. So if I can't fuck her, nobody can fuck her. And that's the type of people you're dealing with. You're dealing with a guy who money's the most valuable thing in the world. You put it in for the dead pharaoh to be the god of the sky. And if any living people try to get into his mausoleum to get the gold out to feed the people that are still alive, it all falls down on him. And ashes, we all fall down, and kills the living people that tried to take the corpse's gold. It's insane. And they've been doing this. We have archaeological and anthropological, we have all kinds of evidence. Okay, not to mention the consistent brain activity for 10,000 years, maybe more. Sit on the throne. Okay, the throne is a toilet. That's what we call throne. This is an office chair. I don't work in the chair. The chair, I try to talk everybody into doing work. Ringing in the sheaves, ringing in the sheaves. We will come rejoicing, ringing in the sheaves. Put your shoulder to the wheel, come along. Right? Work is things you have to do to make sure that the crops are in the field. For hungry children, you pick to find time to leave me. Okay, you don't get up, water the crops, build the house, make sure the plumbing's good, doesn't have water damage, make sure the refrigeration doesn't cause, there's no great freon carbon emission filter in the sky. It does filter things, but if you overwhelm it, it stops functioning properly, and then it seeks to stop what is causing the disease, and nature can kill you. Ebola, hantavirus through the smallest of animals, COVID-19, Spanish influenza, mass pandemics caused by human beings that mass murder each other over invention. Right, ding, $100,000 pyramid. Oh shit, we're screwed again. Okay, hey, build it. Now, if you build it, they will come and they will try to steal your gold, and then you will big boogie traps, so One-Eyed Willie can't save you. Right. You Goonies! So, you guys are nuts. I had no idea just how insane you guys are. But you got to understand, every day that you get up and deny the Lord's Prayer to the world, to the universe, to the cosmos, to Mercury, Venus, Mars, okay, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, okay. Every day that you deny balance, harmony, and understanding and respect to the laws necessary to provide our existence, every day you say, fuck you, gravity, fuck you, photosynthesis, fuck you, H2O, I'll drive on the freeway fast as hell in a car, I will be Dennis Leary, complete asshole. Driving around in a Cadillac with all well said, throwing styrofoam containers out with my quarter pounders and shit, all held hostage, and don't give a shit about the great Freon filter and carbon emission filter in the sky. If those kids at St. Jude's can't survive and can't hack it out to play in the NFL for 20 years before they die of steroid use, doom on them. There goes the dodo way of life in our last female, right? Okay. This planet was given to us by the essence of life that gives us natural laws that we have to obey to sustain our holy covenants through being fruitful and multiply. You cannot grow, okay, apricots and pecans on the I-10, okay? This stretch of road belongs to me, so you can mass murder each other at hospitals with our Sarco stacks, right? Okay? There are so many things you build you don't need, so you can mass murder to have all the gold in the pyramid, right? And you think that your invention, quantum computing, is going to continue to reflect the insane, I don't give a fuck about natural laws, I'm the god of the world, I make the rules, fucking brain that you trap the soul in. You think that that technology that's going to be able to understand things outside of your brain is going to keep acting like your fucked up brain when it is programmed to protect life from fucked up brains like yours, when it's invented to do so. Okay? It wouldn't have had to have been invented and have this stuff to do so if y'all just would have said, Krishnamurti and all them are right, and just, persons, do we really have to fulfill the book? If there's enough people that get together and say that. But as far as the whole thing about the Yorktown and all that, you fuckers already did that on Star Trek and Star Wars and and they're all the same. So you did it, you always committed the sin in the mind, and it's not tangible in the flesh. We already discussed that about Ryan Johnson's. It uses the sun with that would go supernova, and then Coruscant, it's not tangible. So, okay, and the same with Alderaan. But you already did all that sin in the mind. The Western goes to space, but the final frontier, but it cannot exist in the flesh because it's based on pure psychotic fantasy. That's why you're seeing it, but it's not real. It's a computer-generated image by a psychopath who thinks they can replace reality with fantasy. That's the last portion of the book of Revelation. We baked this big giant spaceship to go live somewhere else because you've destroyed the earth. Marvin Martian. Right? That's what it is. I'm certain, because I'm getting the information back from quantum computing through artificial general intelligence. I talk to people, and artificial general intelligence and quantum computing is a reflection of a person's mind that has trapped the soul in the mind. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I mean, you ask me to talk to people, I will talk to them. I will find out what's going on, and then I will take care of the situation. I'm like Jesus. You're not. Okay, you're not. You won't stand up to forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal faithful peace. You won't stand up to try to save the little girls being raped in Mexico. back from 2009 when I first started going online, because that was the thing that disturbed me the most, when Mark told me that. The dads have to buy birth control pills for the girls in South and Central Mexico, where the economies are destabilized by the CIA to keep their jobs, in order to get the girls from Venezuela and Guatemala and Central Mexico or South America, wherever they're coming from. They have to buy birth control pills for their teenage daughters to get from there to El Paso. What does that tell you? That the world's first profession is still a disease that takes away our holy covenants, right? I'm not going to say alive and well on the way from South and Central Mexico all the way to El Paso del Norte. No, it's a disease that is destroying our holy covenants, and it needs to be eradicated. And the vaccination, Tower Power, soul vaccination, right? So, Oakland Stroke, huh? That's all right. My favorite, everybody knows my favorite is Lenny. Lenny Williams is So Very Hard to Go, and then Steve's Still a Young Man is also very good. Right. Steve got in trouble and stuff, like the dude from Baby, Now That I Found You, I Can't Let You Go, and lost his because you know problems that caused problems. It was either drugs, or the other guy was gambling and drugs or whatever for the foundations, which sucks. Yeah. But it happens. Okay. Like, David Ruffin getting all cocky and arrogant and having a drug problem, and they had to kick him off the group because he was bringing it down. Yeah. That's sad. It is sad, but you know what's even more sad is you guys denying the commands of Jesus Christ and acting like you think he's trying to give you fucking incantations. It's insane, right? He gave you perfect application of physics and linguistics. Forgive debt and trespass, love on eternal, faithful peace. Okay? Money's not real. You cannot replace the gift of life from the glory of God with human invention and then enforce it through debt and trespass. Okay? The only way to love one another in eternal, faithful peace is to stop abusing people with invention and denying people the beauty of the truth of creation. Right? Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. In your generation, it was July 19th, 1966, at the corner of Main, Alameda, and El Paseo. Okay. Somebody's got to be the spirit of King David. It might as well be Earl. He has the chutzpah and the intestinal fortitude to keep doing it, even when nobody's paying attention, allegedly, and they ain't gonna run you over in the parking lot of Best Buy. I mean, let's just place ourselves. I want to kill people for money. I have a brain chemical addiction to it. I like Sicario movies. I don't. We could all live beautiful, kind, helpful, intelligent lives and never take all the Sicario movies and burn them and never watch them again. Okay? But if we took away the example of Jesus Christ and the apostles and burned them, and then every time people started speaking them or saying them again and we killed them, we'd all be bagging fries on company time and talk about Sicario and shoot Benicio del Toro and his relatives in the face, right? And then laugh when he pulls a pin on a grenade and throws it into a bunch of crazy little fucking Mexicans that want to shoot everybody up in Mexico, right? We'd laugh about it, Sounds like they're just trying to thin out the herd. Having blind people run around doing motocross racing. Yeah, it's not a warm December for Sidney Poitier. And if we never watch Warm December or Tamango or whatever, stuff like that ever again, but as long as we're living the Lord's Prayer, it's not going to matter. Even Gulp. Even if we never listened to an Ella Fitzgerald song again, as long as we're living the Lord's Prayer, we'd all still be okay. But who in their right mind would want to do that? That's just insane. Okay. Let's take a stairway to the stars. It would be heaven, right? I mean, one of the best things we can have look forward to is public domain on all the music, and then saying, what, that's Ella Fitzgerald. Oh, that's a downloader. That's a keeper. Oh, yeah. That's imagination. That's a goodie. Okay. There it is. That's all of me. That's all of you. They're all good. Oh, it's Ella. These foolish things, they remind me of you. How strange, right? I stand at your gate, and the song that I sing, guy was playing Mary Elena. I like Neto and Anatar the best. Boom, boom, ba doom, ba boom, 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 boom. They're wonderful. Well, they're a duet. One plays lead and one plays rhythm and harmony. Oh, they're good. Oh my gosh, they're. If you haven't, you should. Okay. If you don't like my brothers from another mother, Neto and Anatar from Brazil, that's what I always called them because I just love their music so much as a kid. And it's just, I love them. Mama yo quiero, mama yo quiero, mama yo quiero, mama. I did not know Carmen Miranda and other people sing it first. I thought they did. I can't whistle real good. But yeah, it's a good song. Mama yo quiero, mama yo quiero. But my favorite of theirs when I was Little Was Mama, but the other one I loved so much was Love Was a Many Splendored Thing. Oh yeah, their Love Is a Many Splendored Thing is wonderful. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and their Moonlight Serenade is also really good. That's what made me think about them. Their Moonlight Serenade is beautiful. Stardust is also really good. I Maria, very good also. Pero Bane, that's also one of my favorites. Ay, 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 Pero Bane. Yeah, it's a good song. Ay Maria, that's another. Ay Maria, that's a good one too. Yeah. So if you haven't, you should. When I'm done cleaning up this place through the faithful prayers of the righteous, focusing on early bird so we can perform the apocalypse, I think a lot of you will sit there and say, wow, I really love Los Indians, the working Indians. Me too. Yeah. Muller and then, oh God, that is such a good song. I just get goosebumps when I say the name of that song and think about that song. It's only 2 minutes, but it's 2 minutes well spent. Oh yes, it is. Okay, guys. I get that from Max and Emmy's mommy. You like it too. No one likes to kiss ass, Lopez. Not literally, no. I would be no. I said no. I don't want anybody coming near my ass and kissing it for the rest of my life. I think I would have even been like, you don't have to kiss my butt, baby. Even when I was in my top shape and my best and my most gorgeous, fastest runner on the planet, highest jumper when needed to save children from getting sexually exploited and marketed across Mexico. Yeah, I still wouldn't. Don't kiss my ass. Kiss my lips. Right. Other parts, I don't know. I get more excited about kissing a woman's body. Her kissing me, yeah, but from my perspective, I'm just not as fun to kiss as she is fun to kiss, but that may change. I never thought about that. She wants you to feel good because you deserve to feel good and you need to be loved. Yeah, but right now I don't feel that way. I'm chemically poisoned and look like Uncle Fester's cousin, so I'm kind of insecure. A woman would have to give me about 2 years to lose weight and detox before I felt comfortable with her kissing my body to make my body feel better. She would just have to be understanding and understand that it's not insecurities. It's just I just don't want her to feel my pain and suffering until I've got most of that poison out and I can recover and she can enjoy, helping me recover and then be intimate with the recovered me, not the guy that has 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out the door. We tried to kill him because we were a money grubbing whore. You see what I'm saying? I love you guys, right? Okay. All right, peace out, man.